is your name and what do you do for a living?
Well, I go by many names, just kidding. My name is Leonel Roblero. Right now I'm a senior in college. That's fun. I'm studying digital media. Right now, the work isn't something I want to do full time, like forever. I work at I'm not saying that a church is bad to work in, but I keep looking at the cameras. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You can look at the camera if you want.
Okay. So, yeah, I work at a church. I work on their facilities team, which is like moving furniture around and, keeping the building in check. But what I do as volunteering and interning in is everything you're doing here. Maybe not to this extreme value. You have a bunch of fancy more equipment. I gotta work with what I got. But yeah, I do most of the not most, but I do some of the social media videos that appear on their social media. I also do a lot of their announcement videos. I usually do the setups, I record for them. Basically, I'm just a videographer.
Okay.
I should have started with that.
Yes, but aspiration is key to let people know who you are. Anyways, the first question is for no points, and you have to answer it. So let's see what Faith has decided to ask you.
All right.
Okay, 1. Faith just wanted to go easy on you.
Yeah, something like the last time.
Yeah, just went absolutely ham on it. Easy icebreaker that went south.
It went dark real quick. Okay.
Okay. What is your least favorite food?
Onions. I know.
Onions.
It's sad because, as a Hispanic, Mexican, whatever, all of our foods have onions in it, and I always get hate from my entire family. It's like, you're Hispanic and you hate onions. I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. Okay. I just don't like onions. I'll eat anything else, but onions is just kind of off the table.
Okay. For me, I can eat onions if they're completely raw or grilled. Any other way, no.
Yeah, I can eat them if they're mixed up in salsa and stuff like that, or if they're really mixed in there. But if it's just by itself, raw, or even grilled, I can't.
Okay. My least favorite food, which is ironic if you know me, is tomato. Because I am famous for my friends and family to know I'm obsessed with ketchup. But I can't stand tomato. Makes no sense.
Well, maybe because, it's not a real tomato with the ketchup, probably.
True, it's most likely corn syrup.
Yeah.
With a hint of tomato.
Yeah, with some food coloring.
Yeah. Alright. Let the game begin. 3. Do you want to answer it or pass it off to me?
Answer it.
You want to answer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to answer all of this.
Okay, you're going to answer all that you can.
I'm going to answer all of them.
Okay. Even when it's my turn, you're going to answer them.
Oh, well, all right.
What is your comfort food? What's up?
Oh, my family is going to hate me. I'm about to disrupt my entire family lineage. I love Taco Bell.
Oh no!
Taco Bell, literally, really, sponsor me.
I can hear the screams of anguish in Mexico right now, in the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
South American region, just saying, how dare you?
They are hating me right now. And that's fine. I just love, I don't know. For me, it's because I always kind of eat Mexican food. Unlike other people, no offense. Or some people, they don't it's the same with anyone. The food you kind of grow up with is the food you eat all the time, and you kind of get bored of it. Everyone else is like, how can you get bored of tacos? How can you get bored of curry? How can you get bored of all this other stuff? And I'm like, well, because we eat it every day. It's almost it's normal for us. So it's it's yeah, I could have the real thing, but I kind of already have the real thing a lot. So, Taco Bell is yeah, it's considered fake Mexican food, and yes, I do get that. But it's good. What can I say? And the funny part is, unlike most people, I don't get adverse reactions from it.
Lucky.
However, I do get adverse reactions from Burger King.
Oh, I think that's everyone, though.
Yeah.
and White Castle. I feel like those like the big three that
You know
will
what's
mess you up.
crazy? I've been here my entire life, and I've never had a White Castle.
And keep that up. It's not worth it.
Okay.
People complain about Taco Bell and spending time and taking them up to 2. That's double the length.
Yeah, but I never get that. Like it never.
So you may be able to survive.
I mean, I've survived so far.
True.
Who knows? I'm only getting older. I might have a different answer later in life.
Okay. For me, my comfort food has to be like some form of Alfredo pasta.
That's also good. But I gotta say my number 1, let's talk about. Number 2 is pasta and Italian food.
Yeah. Italian for me is my comfort
Even
because
if I break the pasta sometimes.
I can't say the words I want to say, but you know what I'm about to say.
Alright, next question.
Yep. 7.
I'd like to answer it.
You like to answer it. Okay. Would you rather be street smart or book smart?
Street smart.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm in the ghetto, but I'm also not saying I'm in the pristine, nice places. So, I mean, from what I've seen, is after high school, most of the stuff they taught us, I'm not saying everything's useless, of course. I mean, it's important to get your education and everything, but I'm saying like the majority of the stuff, like that we learned in calculus and all these other classes, and especially math class or science courses, I haven't used them yet. It's been a couple of days. I haven't used any of those things. But for street smart, I kind of use them not almost every day, but the majority of the days, more than I have with book smart. I'm not saying book smart is like not important. Of course, it is important depending on what field you're in. But specifically for me, and as a videographer,
You kind of do need to be street/human smart.
yeah.
More than what is the quadratic formula. And stuff
Especially
like
for like soft skills, I feel like those would kind of be more with street smart or people smart rather than book smart. Book smart is more analytical, and the street smart I mainly see it more as like a emotional smartness with it.
that. Okay. I'm in the exact same boat with you. Like, I rather be smart and understand people over understanding what something in a book says. That's the way I see it. 19. Answer.
Let's go.
Let's see what 19 has in store for you. Okay. Does strategy and crisis make the value of life better or worse?
Strategy or tragedies?
Tragedy, like bad events, dramatic events. Does it make life more valuable or less valuable? And here we go. So 3 questions.
Here we go. Okay. So, from my personal experience, oh, I just realized my parents are going to be watching this. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you right here, but here we go. Okay. From personal experience, I feel like it makes life more valuable, at least in my eyes. I mean, now more than ever, I'm more of a, better state compared to I was from 2019 to like early 2023. Those were some dark times. Times that I wish to never relive, and times that I wish no one would have to relive. And that would be, having depression and having not the best thoughts, not wanting to live, stuff like that. And I feel like, once you hit your lowest point, either you keep going lower. I heard this once, this thing like someone said that they didn't know that there's a basement to the lowest floor or something like that. But from what I've experienced is, since that time I felt that way, since I feel like God has freed me from those terrible thoughts, I feel like life has, taken an upturn. Instead of me seeing things in a pessimistic, negative way, I mainly see it more as a well, I've already hit rock bottom once. I can only go up from here. So, no matter what the heck happens, no matter what gets in my way, no matter how terrible a situation feels, seems, I kind of just remember to myself, I've already hit rock bottom. I mean, how much more rock bottom can you get than you wanting to off yourself? I've already hit it. And now I feel like I'm on an upward track, so yes, I do feel like tragedy and all of that basically gives me a better outlook on life.
Okay. I'm really similar to that point of view, not just an experience. For the record, and just being honest as well, 2021 was the second worst year of my life. I know this is really controversial, but I would rather live 2020 again over 2021. Because 2021 was just absolutely dreadful. And I thought about it. I felt like I could not make any more improvements. I felt like I plateaued. And I felt like I was just failing everyone. Looking back on it now, I learned more about myself. It increased my value on being more of a realist. Because being an optimist is good at times, but it's not a good way to go about life. And being a pessimist only drives you more down to failure. You cannot be 100% those things. So 2021 made me become a realist, in a sense. And with that new mindset, it helped me increase chances to take more risks. I mean, I'm doing this show.
Yeah.
Not to get meta, because I've been doing that a little too much, it seems.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember you're thinking to yourself that, all I'm going to be doing is my YouTube channel. I don't think I'll be able to achieve higher things. And look at you now. You have a whole production set, fancy cameras, microphones, doing the show. I'd say you've gone far.
Thank you. But yeah, I just felt like the best I would be is a less than 1,000 subscriber YouTube channel and a substitute teacher. Nothing wrong with being a substitute teacher.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it. It's a surprisingly tough job if you do it correctly.
Yeah.
But
shout out to those substitute teachers out there.
yes, but getting paid $400 to $500 a week to deal with basically being a therapist, teacher, babysitter, yes, and just dealing with a lot of the issues that schools are having. All I have to say is America, and people get the hint. Dealing with those situations for $500 is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
For one, I won't be able to pay one, so that's a big factor.
I can't speak on that.
But yeah, I do believe dramatic events, tragedies, add value. Because it gives you a new way to look at things.
Yeah.
As long as you're willing to open your mind and look at it with unbiased eyes. That's the key. Audio, and now I'm in the hot seat.
Oh, I get to...
You get the role. You're the host now, until it switches back.
Alright, so do I have to grab a number? Do I have to grab a question? Or do I
I
have
will
to
pass
make
it
one?
off to you once you roll. Because we already done one.
Oh, okay.
No! No!
Time to interrogate you.
What?
Okay.
No. 6.
6 or 9?
That is 6.
Oh.
I would
Yeah.
like to answer this one.
Okay, you would. I mean, he knows his questions. So.
No, I don't.
Obviously, it's rigged. This whole thing's rigged. It's not.
Why do you think I type for a living?
You're right. I can't say my handwriting's any better. You get 3 wishes from a genie. What are they? Now, I don't want to be that guy, but do you want to be the selfish type who like only thinks about themselves? Or do you want to be like the one who helps the world be a better place? And end the world hunger? End starvation? Or do you just want a Porsche, a car, that dream camera?
I was not thinking about the camera until you mentioned it. So now my self-interests are coming in. These are my
Are you?
three.
I mean, no offense or anything, but like, this is being aired on TV, right? And people are gonna watch this and they're gonna think either better of you or less of you.
I mean,
So, it's up to you what you think. Do you want to be perceived as a good person or a bad person?
well, if you must know, my 3 wishes would be to have every country create free mental health and physical health
Okay.
coverage, so everyone can have physical and mental health coverage for free
Okay.
around the world. That would solve like 30% of the world's issues, in theory.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't really say it will be improved by doctors, but at least it will be free and everyone will be covered. World hunger, while that is a really good mission to go after, I feel like a better way to go about it is find every single person, well, not person, I shouldn't say, every company that wastes and force them to donate food to world hunger or make them shut down.
okay.
Because America literally wastes so much food that
Yeah.
it could end world hunger with the stores and restaurants.
Especially after hours. Throwing
Yeah.
away all that food. Still pretty good.
Most of the expired food can last another week if you take care of it properly.
Not dairy, don't do that.
Oh yeah, dairy is like one of the few exceptions.
Don't ask why I know.
Likewise, you don't ask me how I know you. So that's how I would do it, because it would force companies to help. And then lastly, because I did 2 good things, I'm going to be selfish for 1. I like my dream computer setup for editing.
How would that look like?
How would that look like? I would like a computer that has,
Hello for anyone watching. If you want to donate his dream, computer. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying that you're obligated to. But if you feel maybe the kindness in your heart, or if you like the show so far, continue.
that lovely setup moment. Again, not scripted.
Everything here is not scripted. That's why I'm more goofy.
Just to be in general sense, so it's like universally understand. I love something like 8+ terabyte hard drive with 100 terabyte to the cloud, so I can have a lot of storage covered.
Okay.
I would love like a 180 curve monitor setup.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And then I would love a mouse that has like multiple buttons, like a gaming mouse that each button is designated to be a specific edit.
Oh, if you want to do like a quick, splitting, you don't have to like the command button or you have to press the button, just like on the mouse,
Yeah.
do that, go back, continue.
Yes.
Oh, that makes life so much easier.
And then obviously, because I'm young, RGB colors everywhere. But it doesn't hurt.
RGB is slightly over, in my opinion. Very controversial. The most controversial thing I will say on this set.
No, don't say it.
RGB is overrated, okay? You don't need RGB in everything. Okay, maybe in some production lights, those come in handy. But when it comes to your computer setup, you don't need RGB. It hurts the eyes. I know I'm so young, but I'm also getting older. You don't need RGB, okay? It's a lie, and it's expensive. You're just... Anyway.
Why do you think I would do it for free? With the Genie Witch.
Oh, fun.
And I will have it so it doesn't hurt the computer, because it can't overheat the computer.
Yeah.
So I will have it so it doesn't do that, because this is a dream computer. And that's generally what I would get. Like those are like the key things.
You wouldn't want a high GPU or
Of
high
course.
RAM, maybe like 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Yes, I would definitely get all that. I was just keeping it simple, like the big factors.
Honestly, my dream camera, I know I'm a bit not sellout, but my dream camera would be the Max Studio with like the highest specs with their M1, not M1, their M3 Max chips. Those would be nice. But you know what? It's not about me. It's about you. So next question.
Yep.
Alrighty. This is a huge dice.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts.
13. I will
Lucky
be.
number 13.
I'll be wanting to answer this one.
Okay then. Imagine I ripped the question in half. That'd be funny.
No. Oh no.
What are your rules/morals for life?
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Remember,
People are watching.
yes. Unless you're saying that you're about to make up something that you don't want people to know. You know, because that would suck, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would suck if I would lie, but I'm not a liar.
Okay.
I would say, like, my big, like, morality point is every stranger has a story. Be a good character for their story. Basically, think of a random person that made you really angry that day. Could be a cashier, could have been a random stranger that yelled at you for no reason. Will you want them in your story if you have full control over it? Unless we're like the villain. And if you could write him out, will you want to write him out? I don't want to be that person that people will purposely write out. Because I'm either a bad character or a nuisance.
For me, I just try to view it in the sense of like, maybe it's because I don't like confrontation, but I more or less see it like, maybe they're having a bad day. You know, everyone has bad days. You know, we all act up sometimes, and sometimes it's kind of out of our control. So I mainly say maybe I try to put myself in their perspective before I talk. I stop, I think about it. I'm like, if I were in a situation right now, maybe I'm going through something, or maybe this is like the first time they're acting this way. I don't usually try to assume the worst of people.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just talking generally how I want to perceive myself to others.
Yeah.
For other people, I'm willing to put up with a lot before I start really judging. Like, as long as you don't do like the obvious stuff, like you physically try to hurt me or you call me some type of slur or something
Well, I mean,
like that.
yeah, if you start swinging at me, you know, different story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, besides those like super obvious things, I'm able to put up with a lot.
yeah.
I have dealt with people on other production sets that would genuinely annoy the crap out of me because they will either do something like this with a camera. And I have to be
If
professional.
it's a
and be like,
Nikon camera, wait, no, Nikon recently bought Red. Never mind.
Yeah. Imagine a Sony FS30 and someone decides, you know what, I'm going to handheld this. Oh no. And they kept doing that.
Well, I would politely ask them to handle something else.
Well, I can't because union rules. They were the director of cinematography. I was a grip. I am not allowed to touch camera during that production.
Well, I hope
If-
you have insurance on that camera.
Most likely not.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine.
But yeah, like I'm willing to be professional and put up with a lot of people's stuff. All I ask is you do the same to me. And I just try my hardest to be a good person and try to respect people to the best of my ability. With the mindset of I want them to remember me, if they happen to, in a good light. And not in a, why is Wyatt here? God, I can't stand him. I don't want them to think of me in that way.
Okay.
Like my dream, it's literally if I get on production sets or go around in public, and people to go, yes, if they see me come on set. That's my dream. Instead of going, it's that dude. He's the camera dropper. So,
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yep.
What if this whole thing I just become the interviewer?
that's a chance. It's victory luck
I
based.
know how funny that'd be. Your show becomes my show.
But I would technically win.
Okay.
17. You know what? I'll be nice. You answer this one.
Do you want to be nice though? Or do you know that this question is like a very controversial question and you're like, you take this one, Lionel. You take it.
I have no idea what's in it. It probably is because it's the higher end questions.
Why do humans seek entertainment?
Okay, so philosophical.
I don't know. We're people who get bored easily. Like, if someone's locked in the room, they're most likely will seek out pain to entertain themselves. Please don't think of it that way. So, I don't know. I think it's because we're never really satisfied. Like, for example, take me. After months of saving, I bought this camera. After using my phone for, recording and editing literally everything on it, I finally got a camera. And I was happy with that camera. For 2 weeks, I was happy with that camera. And then, I was bored of it. Not bored of it, I mean, I was still excited. No, I got a new camera, ooh, time to learn, and I'm learning. But for a while, got bored of it. And I started watching a bunch of camera reviews, and I went down that rabbit hole. And I'm like, I need this lens to make my camera experience a lot better. And also, I guess, in a sense, to bring up my entertainment a lot better. To entertain me a bit more. So after saving for a long time, I bought the lens. It was on sale for Black Friday, but it still hurt my bank account. And after that, I used it. And after using it, a couple months went by, and I guess I got bored of it again. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I think it's just, we're always seeking for something new. Because we get bored of it real quick. For example, during quarantine. That first 2 weeks, it was fun and dandy. A couple months later, I was losing my mind. I wanted something else to do. For the first time in my life, I was craving to go to the gym. For the first time in my life, I was craving to not eat. I was craving a lot of things that I've never craved before in my life. And the only reason I was craving it is because I didn't have access to it, and I was doing the same thing over and over again. So, that's my answer to it.
Okay. And unfortunately, we ran out of time. So let's count the points and see who won the episode.
Oh man, I kind of want to do more.
After counting up the points, you won the episode.
Woo woo!
Now, as punishment for losing, you have two options. You can select any of these numbers that are left, or come up with a question yourself, and I have to answer honestly.
Let's ask him a question, ladies and gentlemen, because let's just say, Wyatt, I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. Not my entire life, but for the majority of my ride here. I was thinking to myself, what if I got to ask you a question?
What question is that?
Now, earlier I asked you. Never mind, I didn't ask you. Cut right here. What do you feel? What is your number one feeling of when people mess up a simple pasta recipe? Breaking the pasta, putting ketchup in the pasta instead of marinara sauce. Not only that, instead of using mozzarella cheese or something, they use like Parmesan cheese or something along those lines. What is your honest feelings?
I literally cannot stand it. It drives me.
Well,
absolutely
Wyatt,
off the wall.
what if I were to tell you that today I brought some pasta?
No.
specifically for this purpose.
No. Please. No.
Alright, let's wait. Just kidding. I didn't bring it. But you thought I did. I remembered that this show needs to remain PG, and I can't break pasta in front of you, or else it's gonna act like this whole question never existed. Well, anyway, what is your honest thoughts when you hear someone breaking the pasta? When someone puts ketchup on your pasta and says, wow, this is delicious.
I question your sanity. You don't break pasta. It's like breaking a hard shell taco. Don't do it.
What if I were to tell you I break my pasta sometimes? I can't wait for it to boil and everything. I have to have it at that moment. What if I were to tell you even worse? I grab a pair of scissors and I break the pasta little by little.
Are you trying to torture an entire country and
I
a
don't know.
whole group of people?
I don't know.
You can't do that. If you're not able to wait for the pasta to boil properly, just make
But I
instant
can,
pasta.
Wyatt. Who's gonna stop me?
Mafia, you know who to get. You got your target.
Alright, well, I guess this concludes today's show, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess it does. You want to shout anyone out, you monster, for breaking the pasta?
Yes, I'd like to shout out a couple things. On a non-serious but serious note, Taco Bell, please sponsor me. I'm broke as Italian man. We can make it work. On a very serious note, I'd like to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my sister, but I'd also like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to remain living. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed today's show, Roll of the Dice. I am your host, Lionel Sanchez, and my guest, Wyatt Long.
Yep.
Well, see ya, and have a good night or a good day.
Peace.